Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them microphone, dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Ooh, Steve Harvey. Get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Oh, yeah, man. Got a radio show. Do you understand that? I'm telling you, God been big in my life. God is a gentleman. You know, I wanna point that out to you. God is an absolute gentleman. He will not come in unless he's invited. He don't just barge into your life. He gives us the power of choice. You know, if you say you got it, I don't need you, he lets you have it. If you say, I need you, come see about me, he right there. It's just a real simple thing, man. So I always say to people this, if you've gotten yourself into something, and please know I have, man, see, that's why I'm so adamant about it. Because I've gotten myself in some circumstances and positions in my life. Boy, I've had some low moments, man. I've had some moments where I did not know what to do. I didn't know what was next. I didn't know how to go about it. I didn't have no more ideas. I was stuck. I thought a couple of times, well, might not make it past this one. But then if I don't make it past it, what's going to happen? And then I held on to this little thing that my mother kept talking to me about. She said, sometimes, son, when you ain't got nothing else in you, just hope. She said, just hope it'll be all right. You know, and what I've learned in my life is that hope is the beginning of faith. Hope is there a possibility out there for me? I sure hope something happen. See, hope is okay, man. Because like I say, for me, the way I've lived my life, hope was the beginning of faith. It was just the idea. It's just the thought that something could change for me, that something could be a little bit different for me, that maybe, man, just maybe, for some reason, I could be saved. I could be rescued. Things could turn around. It could head in the other direction. Maybe I could quit messing up. Maybe somebody will forgive me. Maybe somebody will just say, all right, I don't know. But I can't count the times I've been in that position. But then once I hope a little bit, and then I remember also my mother, because she was a Sunday school teacher. She taught me the most valuable lesson I've ever learned in my life. Nothing has been greater in my life than my faith. She taught me to pray. Mama used to say, when it get real dark for you, son, prayer changes things. She said, when you seem like you lost and you can't find your way, stop and pray. She said, because prayer changes things. You know, when you get a point in your life when you've done all you can do and you can't do no more and you just don't know what to do next, she said, stop, son, pray. And combine that prayer with that hope that you got. She said, because that hope is the beginning of faith. She said, if you pray just hoping, she said, if God come through for you, that'll give you confidence that he can do it again. And then after a while, you quit hoping. She's saying you start believing. She's saying that's when you're on to something. If you can turn that hope into belief, that hope into faith, that's the ability to believe in something that you can't see. But the key, though, to faith is you're believing in something that you can't see. See, hoping a little bit different from me. Now, I'm pretty sure, like I say oftentimes, I tell a lot of people who can explain this thing a lot better than I can to you. Hope is just kind of, I don't know how to say it, but I'm just telling you, hope is you just hoping it work out right. You just have a thought in your mind that, you know, man, wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you are to me, God, I sure hope something change. Hope helps, man. If you ain't strong enough to have faith, have hope. Hope. And then if you pray with some hope and God answers your prayer, then that hope gains a little confidence. And after a while, that confidence becomes faith. Now it ain't just hoping, but I'm believing. I'm believing in something that I cannot see. Faith has been the key to my entire existence, even when I didn't have any. It was faith, as I look back on it, that has gotten me here. And not just faith, but my faith. See, you will only get to where you're going in your life based on your faith. See, a lot of people get the word faith confused. Like, what's your faith? And then they start going down this whole list of all these different religions out here. But really, in essence, man, when I talk to people about faith, I'm talking to you about your belief. How much do you believe in the unseen? See, faith is the core of all that is happening to me today. It is the faith that I have in my relationship with God that enables me to just oftentimes, if I stay on the right course and believe a certain way and act a certain way, his blessings just pour. They just come. And it comes in a lot of little ways too, I've started to notice. See, it ain't just, a lot of people think blessings is money. No, man, that ain't it. It's coverage. It's every time my plane lands safe. It's every time they predict bad weather and I get up in the sky and it don't be no bad weather. You know, this is favor. These are blessings that get poured out to me. Somebody call me and offer me something. Not money, but an opportunity. See, blessings come a lot of ways. But once you tie into God, once you tie in and you start doing the best you can do, and you start asking for him to make you a better person, to help shape and mold you into the kind of man or person that he wants you to be, you'd be amazed what God can do with you, man, if you just invite him in and allow him to be a part of your life. I mean, what you got to lose out there? Come on. Why would you not change? Why would you not allow God to be a part of your life? God got some big plans for you. If he didn't, you wouldn't keep waking up. All right.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the awakening of a new day. We are here. God blessed us. Lord have mercy, and we ought to be grateful. I know I am. Thank you, God, for a new day, a new opportunity. It's a new chance to get it right. One step closer to the goal. Oh, man. Feel good about that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is about to go down today. I don't know what to tell you. But it's about to go down. On the Steve Harvey Morning Show, Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mouth of the South Jr., and ain't nobody left but me. We might as well go on and get it started. Junior, what's on your mind, man?
All right, Unc, let me ask you this, Unc. Let me ask you something. You know, you do a lot of business with a lot of people. What makes a good business partner, Unc? Like, what makes a good business partner? Yeah, how does that work? I've had a lot
of bad ones. I'll tell you that.
You did?
Oh, I've had my share of very, very bad ones. I think, of course what makes a good partner is, first of all, you want to find someone who is like-minded, who has the same goals and ambitions as you, that you can merge into the same vision and goal. But right next to that, and equally as important, even if they don't have the exact same vision and goal, you got to find somebody that's honest and trustworthy. Mm-hmm. That right there will come and get you more than anything. See, I can deal really with a person that don't share all my visions, because who is that going to be?
Right.
You know, you don't find somebody that's going to share all your visions. Mm-hmm. I mean, it would be ideal.
Right.
Because ultimately, we all start out on ventures for ourselves. That's how we all start. Mm-hmm. I mean, of course, you want to make a better life for yourself, better life for your family. Then you meet somebody you're talking about partnering with. Well, you still want to take care of you and yours, right?
Right. Okay.
So that, you have to understand that part. And everybody will make their decisions based on you and yours. So hopefully the you and yours decision-making benefits both sides. There can come a time where it will not. Mm-hmm. And the partner that you thought you had will become disloyal. And then you have a problem, brother. And then you have a problem. Because there has to come a day of awakening when you realize that this partner right here is no longer loyal to you. And one of them taught me a very famous slogan that I use now. Loyalty has an expiration date, which means you as a loyal person sometimes are loyal to people far longer than they are loyal to you. Their loyalty to you has been stopped. That's a hard one to understand. And so your loyalty to them shouldn't continue. So loyalty, trustworthiness, and like-mindedness are the two things for a great business partner.
Man.
Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Man.
All right. There we go. Got it, Junior?
Yeah.
All right. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll run that prank back right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. It is time now to start your morning off with Junior in for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us this morning, Junior?
I'm not going to waste no time. My bones are weak.
Oh.
My bones are weak. Come on, cat.
Hello? I'm trying to speak to Ron.
Yeah, this is Ron.
Hey, Ron, how you doing? It's Foley, man. How are you, brother?
I'm good, Foley.
Hey, I want to congratulate you, man, on the baby, man. I wasn't able to make it to the baby shower, man, but want to congratulate you on the baby, man, and all of that, man. Much success to you, man, you and the wife.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Foley.
Yeah, Foley, man. I didn't get, my wife Danita. She came to the baby shower, man. So she was telling me how nice it was, how successful it was, man. So I just. Wanted to give you big ups. I heard the baby came and everything, and I wanted to just call.
A little girl.
Y'all had a little girl?
Yeah.
All right, well, congratulations, man. Congratulations, Ron. I wanted to, definitely call and congratulate, man. And
Foley, real quick, what baby shower was your wife at? Because we had two. We had one for my side of the family, and then one for my wife's side, because they live different places and stuff, man. So, which one do you think she was at?
Probably on your wife's side.
Okay. She knows my wife?
Well, no, see, Danita is actually friends with Kendra. Now, you know Kendra, right?
Oh yeah, I know Kendra. Yeah, that's good friend of family.
Okay, she was with Kendra.
Okay, yeah, she comes. They play cards,
Okay, yeah, she was with Kendra, man, and she was just telling me how successful, man, how nice it was, and laid out baby shower. I wasn't able to make it, man. I've been a little under the weather, bro.
That's
and with God's help, man, I'll be able to get back on my feet. You know what I'm saying?
That's all right.
Hey, man, I just, congratulations again, man. A beautiful baby girl. Man, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry, man, but I can't, Foley. I'm trying to remember you and trying to place you, and I can't do it. Have we met?
No. My bad, man. I'm sorry, dog. Nah, me and you, we haven't met at all. Like I say, my wife knows Kendra. They hang out, and I guess she's dabbled a couple times and been around. Your wife is Marilyn, right?
Yeah, that's my wife.
Okay, yeah. I guess she's been in the presence of Marilyn, man. So I kind of got your number from my wife, man, and she got it from Kendra. So I kind of wanted to holler at you,
What you want to holler at me about?
Actually, man, like I say, man, I've been down for a minute, and I actually, came from the doctor yesterday, and my bones, man, my bones are deteriorating. That's kind of what I've been going through, man.
Okay.
And if I don't get the proper medication that I need, man, then it within the next 3 months here, dog, it could get pretty bad. You know what I'm saying?
Well, man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. All I can do is just pray for you, man, and
Well, man, the doctor told me that if
don't cry, bro. Don't cry, man.
The doctor told me, man, that if I get the right medication, man, that I could get back up to 75-80% healthy again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just a rare type of thing that I need to try and get.
Okay.
And I think that you might be. I think you can help me with what
Yo,
I
be
need.
strong, man. Be strong. Just, man, sit down, man. Be strong, bro. It's going to be all right,
but
man.
I think
it's going to be all right. God is with you. I'll pray for you. I'll do all I can. I don't know.
Well, actually, the doctor told me, man, that for 6 months, if I drunk breast milk, it will put enough calcium and stuff back into my bones that would get me back up to 70 to 85% healthy.
Breast milk?
Yeah.
I ain't got no breast, bro. So
well, it's not you, Ron. You don't. But your wife does, though.
Whoa. You talking about my wife's breast, man?
I'm not directly, man. I'm just saying that she can, I mean, if I had her breast milk for like 6 months straight, man, I could get back whole again, man.
Hold the up. You don't talk about a man's wife or her breast, man. I just had a baby, man. Are you serious?
I'm just all I'm
so
trying
you asking for my wife's breast milk, man?
Man, I'm just asking y'all to share it for 6 months.
We can't share no breast milk with you, man. You got the wrong one, man. The wrong one. So you said your name was what?
My name's Foley, man.
This is wrong, man. This is wrong.
Okay.
Wrong.
No, we're just talking about 6 months of breast milk, man. 6 months
my
of
wife's breast milk. We ain't talking about just no breast milk.
And I understand.
My wife's breast milk, man.
I understand that, man, but we're talking about you saving a life, man, a life.
I ain't the one.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. What if y'all would have had twins, man? Y'all would have been breastfeeding 2 babies. Just look at it as if we twins.
What the Man, I'm getting the off this phone because I don't know who the you are. You need to chill out, man. You need to go get on your knees, pray that your bones get healed or whatever. You got the wrong number, man.
Listen, man, all I'm saying is I got one more thing I want to say,
Nah, look,
and then
I'm
I'll
about
let
to
you
get
go,
off the
all right?
phone, man.
I just
I'm
want
about to
you
get off the phone, call Kendra, and find out why gave you my number, because that's how you got it.
Can I say one more
Go
thing?
ahead, man. Go ahead.
Can I say it?
Say it, man.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Kendra and your wife Marilyn got me to prank phone call you.
Ooh, y'all are good, man. Boy,
Right.
man, my wife, man. Man, Kendra, boy.
Did I get you, man?
Yeah, y'all got me, man. Y'all got me.
Hey.
I got them, too. They done started something.
Hey, one more thing. What's the baddest radio station in the land, man?
Man, it is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Man, wow, man.
All right. Thank you, Junior. There you have it. And for the nephew. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO. Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Coming up at the top of the hour, our favorite vegan superstar Tabitha Brown's new cooking show gets moved from prime time on the Food Network. And Tabitha says she will not change who she is for anyone. And other entertainment news, have you seen Drake's new throwback hairstyle?
Yes.
And celebrity baby news for Colin Kaepernick. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour, but right now it is time for Ask the CLO. Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey, who's been knocking it out of the park lately. It is time for Ask the CLO. Kat in Ocean Springs says, I'm a recent college graduate and I want to follow my boyfriend to another city and get a job there. I will be living with him temporarily, and that's freaking my parents out. We dated all through college and basically lived together then, so why is it a big problem now? Why are my parents so old-fashioned?
I mean, I don't understand why y'all keep calling doing the right thing old-fashioned. They're concerned that you're going to allow your boyfriend to get the milk without buying the cow. When you move in together, it's very, very different. See, what you're saying to your boyfriend when you move in is you can have me and all of this that comes with it, and then one day I hope you marry me. But then what's going to be the rush? Because you're at the house already. You're doing all the wifely duties. I just, it's not that parents are old-fashioned. It's that they care. That they know the outcome of a lot of situations that you've never even seen before. Have you ever thought about that? So young people, do yourself a favor. Quit telling old people that they old-fashioned, because old-fashioned works in a whole lot of circumstances. Just because y'all have found a new way to mess it up don't mean that the old way ain't good.
Doesn't still work. That's right.
Because I'm telling you right now, the new way is not really working that well. If you look at divorce rates and all of that, it's not working that well, especially for women. So I think a lot of us are concerned on your parents' part. It's not being old-fashioned.
Yeah, she'll be in another city. Come on, a whole nother city.
That's right. You're going to move to another city and live with a boy that won't even ask you to marry him. Y'all all that tight and jam and can't live without each other. Then go on and get married. Your parents would be a little bit more understanding if he was willing to make a commitment. And then, of course, you're not going to make the commitment because he got to get his money right. And that's what he told you. When we get it together, we'll get married. And you've accepted that.
Yeah.
Mothers tell their daughters, don't follow boyfriends, you follow your husband.
That's right.
Follow that.
All right. Here we go. Sharon in Baltimore says, I had an affair.
Excuse me. I'd like to add one other thing.
go ahead.
Ladies, y'all so good at following it, men. Start getting good at following advice. Since you're so good at following men, just start getting good at following advice. Listen, it won't hurt to listen.
Yes.
All right, let's go, Sharon.
All right, Sharon in Baltimore had an affair. She said, I had an affair with my next door neighbor 3 years ago, and he's held it against me for 3 years. I'm dating this great new guy, and I'm scared to invite him over. How do I stop my married neighbor from harassing me? Should I tell his wife?
Oh, wow.
That took a turn.
This is a harassment that you could stop very easily. Very
Okay, good.
easily.
How?
Well,
Steve.
listen to me. Call me one more time, and I'm gonna call your wife.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what you should do, I think you should move. Unless you're a homeowner, I think you should move. You made a mistake. You slept with this woman's husband. He lives next door. Now, unless you're a homeowner, I'd move. Because I think you need a fresh start. Pulling up
new
next
guy.
door hearing this all the time. You gotta be kidding
Yeah.
me, man.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to Tequila in Arlington. Tequila writes, I'm dating a man that is brutally honest, and he told me that he's had better sexual partners than me. I told him I've had bigger sexual partners than him.
Wow.
We argued all night, and he can dish it out, but he can't take it. Is our relationship doomed?
Yeah, that's pretty
I
much
would say
over with.
It's over.
Yeah. Yeah. You ain't doing it right, and he's small. So where we at? Yeah.
Why are we here?
Yeah.
We're doomed.
Yeah. And y'all sit up all night arguing about that. I done had way better sexual partners than you. Well, I done had bigger than you. God.
Crush.
That shut the door. Yeah. I can get better. You can't get bigger. What? Who you arguing with?
Checkmate.
How you say it, Unc? How it go?
I can get better. You can't get bigger.
That shut it down right there.
All right, Tequila in Arlington, thank you. Moving on, this is our last one, Steve. Nisi in St. Pete says, my 2 aunts stayed with me over the weekend, and my husband cooks breakfast daily, and he put some meat on the grill for them on Sunday. One of my aunts commented that he is henpecked, and it didn't sit well with him. He was disrespectful to her, and I'm so embarrassed. How do I smooth things over?
No, see, your aunt got to get out your house, and your aunt need to quit talking to your husband. He was disrespectful. You don't disrespect him in his house. He's sitting up trying to be kind to y'all, fixing you breakfast and threw some food on the grill. He henpecked. You old, bitter, lost heifer.
Wow.
I bet that's
I wasn't
what he said.
expecting that.
You old, bitter, lost heifer. Trying to help your old antique ass enjoy your little ragged ass life, and then you sitting up here talking about I'm henpecked. And what?
So how does the wife smooth all this over?
It ain't
That's
no
what she wants.
smoothing it over. It's checking your aunt. You got to side with your husband.
Right.
And they in y'all's house. She ain't got no business saying nothing to this man. He henpecked because he cooking breakfast because you ain't never had a man fix you no damn breakfast or service you. Now he henpecked.
Why not just being nice or being hospitable? You know.
She don't know what nice and hospitable is because she ain't never seen it. Now he henpecked because he in here fixing breakfast and stuff. Don't no man fix no woman no breakfast.
Wow.
See right there?
Yeah.
Stupid. That's why your aunts had time to be over there because ain't both of them is free and available.
Nothing going on in their lives.
Yeah. Now you got the aunt finna tell you how your relationship ought to be, and I promise you she ain't got one.
Coming in there messing things up. All right. Thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Well, our favorite social media vegan superstar, Tabitha Brown's new cooking show, It's Complicated, gets pulled from her primetime slot and moved back to a weekday afternoon slot on the Food Network. We all know that Tabitha has found success as an actress, as a vegan food influencer, best-selling author, and of course a fashion designer. Well, take a listen as Tabitha talked about those who are critical of her.
Hello there. Y'all all right? Real quick. I know I've said this so many times before, but for whatever reason, people just don't seem to believe me, okay? There is not a company, there is not a network, there is not a person, place, or thing that is going to change who I am. If you don't like Tab as this Tab, if you don't like the Tab who gives God glory, if you don't like the vegan Tab, if you don't like the cooking Tab, the mama Tab, if you don't like my personality, if you don't like everything that makes Tab Tab, don't work with me, because I'm not going to change. I'm not going to shift a little bit for your audience. I'm not going to talk a little bit different for your comfort. I'm not going to change. This person I am. This is who God created me to be. And if it ain't enough for you, then you're not for me. And if I bring it to your attention that, wait, I don't like how this feels. I feel like you're trying to change me or erase my personality or my culture. And you get upset by that instead of hearing me from my heart. I also don't want to be in business with you. Does that make sense? It ain't personal for you, but it's personal for me, and it's business.
Everybody clear?
Well, this relationship will be coming to an end shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very confident woman
But
right
I
there.
do understand exactly where she's coming from, because I've been faced with that same meeting with them before. And so...
and in radio, I
talk,
remember
the
it
way
in radio, yeah.
Shirley,
Change the
they
way you
tried
talk.
to change me.
I know.
You need to wait. You need to articulate your words no more. First of all, I don't even know what you're talking about. So
You saying you don't understand or articulate?
no, not it. Well, I don't know what he was talking to me about it for. Because I clearly didn't even. Boy, man, please. In 2000. No,
They brought me in. That's when they brought me in.
They brought
After
Shirley
that.
in and said, we've got to bring in a radio person to handle him. Hey, man.
Boy, Steve.
This is what Steve, you're not giving time checks enough. What?
What is that?
You're not telling them what time it is. No. Got time for that. I'm talking. I'm doing radio. I'm why they tuned in. I ain't the clock. You got to do that, and then you got to do station ID checks when you come in. Welcome back. It's 10:45 right here at 100.3 The Beat. Wait a minute. Well, you have to tell people where they are. If they can hear me, what station is they on?
You were just being difficult.
Doc, I ain't even. What do you want me to keep saying that for? We own this station. If you ain't on 100.3, you can't hear me say 100.3.
So how did you stay true to yourself, though? That's the thing. That's Tabitha. You know, she still has a show and streaming and all that.
I
but
just stayed. I stayed.
put
I
your
can't
foot
change.
down.
Look at me.
They'll come to you. They'll come to you.
exactly.
Look at me. You keep producing. See, but here's the problem, though. When you start having a measure of success and you go into these meetings, everybody in the meeting wants to put their hand on that measure of success so they can feel a part of it. So they start saying stuff to you. So they can say they were in the room and they reminded you of this or they got you to do that. But you can't fall for that. Because, see, once I give you the success you're looking for in terms of rating, what is you in here talking about for? Can you say this a little more clear? No. They like the way I said it just then, back there. So now, why is you in here talking to me
Just
about talking
then
about
and
more
back there.
clear?
But why is you in here?
Right.
But for what, though?
But I love how she's standing her ground. She's going
Yes.
to be who she is. She's very confident, you know, and she knows who she is, and she's comfortable in her skin.
And she
in her own
has
skin.
an audience based on that.
Yes.
You trying
Her
to
clothes-
make her somebody else, she gonna lose her base.
Yes.
See,
Her
the
clothes
thing
sold
about
out
me,
at Target. Yeah.
I never lost my base.
Right, Steve.
I belong to black people the
Yes, you do.
entire time.
Yes.
I ain't never tried to do nothing where they wasn't with me.
I ain't.
Sound like somebody else. Steve Chang, why you talking like that? No, hell no. This how I talk. And when you send people in there to change me, when the
And then
meeting over, I promise you they'll be changed.
And then they came to you just by you being yourself. And that's
Remember
you know,
that dude
life.
they hired out there? He gonna come in here and tell me, white dude now, these are the top black songs of all time. What?
So crazy. You
No
are
Earth,
so
Wind, and
crazy.
Fire. No
Dog,
Lenny
he
Williams.
had no Earth, Wind, and Fire on here. Top black songs of all time. Didn't have no Prince on there. Two Michael Jackson songs.
You almost died.
No Luther music. No
They were
Luther.
beaded in black
He's
and
in
white.
the-
Yeah.
He's not in the top 300. Luther.
No Luther, yeah. All right,
Man.
we got to roll out, Steve. I think you made your point. Coming up in 20 minutes after the hour, Ari Spears gets backlash over the Lizzo comments he made, plus Aries versus Mike Epps. We'll talk about all of that right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. All right, so Lizzo said Sunday night at the VMAs that she doesn't clap back at her haters. She just wins. Lizzo was probably, yeah. You know, you got to, give her props for that. Lizzo was probably addressing comedian Ari Spears, who recently said some disparaging remarks about her during an interview. Ari said that Lizzo had a body of the poo-poo emoji, but has a pretty face. Of course, Aries received some major backlash for body shaming Lizzo, and he responded to that backlash with a video on the gram saying he knew it was coming and he did not apologize for those comments. Comedian Mike Epps commented on the story via the Shade Room. Mike Epps said he looks dirty and sick and he's not been on TV since Mad TV. And now Aries has responded to Mike Epps saying, yeah, but people don't walk out of my shows. Might want to turn down the volume on those shiny suits, jewelry, and step your funny up. Oh,
Wow.
Oh, not the comedians. Come on.
Beefing.
Wow.
All right, Steve.
First of all, I like Lizzo.
Yeah.
We had her on the show
She's a
for the
beautiful
first
person.
time.
Yeah, we have on the show.
She's a fan of the show. I didn't know too much about her, but I was very much aware of who she was. But I don't know too much about her. I don't, when Ari made the statement, I don't know where he thought this was gonna go. But I can assure you it didn't go the way he thought it was gonna go. And then to say I stand by the statements,
Apologize, dude.
that's
Yeah.
not the most intelligent way to do about it. Could have just said, hey, I did a joke in bad taste. Mike Epps came to her aid by making the statement he made. And now he's talking about people walking out of Mike Epps shows. All of us have had bad nights. Every single one of us
As
have
comedians?
had bad. Boy,
Absolutely.
I'm talking about bad nights as a famous person, including Ari.
Aries.
I've performed with him a few times before. Good guy like Ari, but he's had bad nights. I think Mike Epps is dressing real pimp like, and I love it.
Of course you do.
Come on,
It ain't
man.
easy.
Come on, Blue
Somebody
Cheese.
got to do it. Might as well be me. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at that. I don't know why he took a shot at the shiny suits. It's called pimp gear. Everybody can't play it.
It's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, and so there you have it. I really love Mike. That's not a battle that Ari Spears can win.
No, leave Lizzo alone. We love
No,
her.
not with her or Mike Epps. That's not
Yeah.
a battle he can win.
All right.
That was ugly
Thank you,
what he
Steve.
said.
Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we'll check Steve's voicemail right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. All right, guys, it is now time to check Steve's voicemail. If you want to leave a voicemail for Steve, call him, 877-29-STEVE. This person is Lynn. Lynn is a Lyft driver, has a response to Junior's latest poem.
Hello, Steve, ladies, all of y'all. This is Lynn, the Lyft driver. Thought I'd give y'all a call. Now, first, let me say I respect all your staff, and Junior's youthful naivete is always good for a laugh. This morning, I was moved by the pleas of JRAP and felt his humble request denied was a bunch of crap. As the oldest, even you, dear Steve, riding a bike gave good show. But Tommy, now he's bigger, is unwilling to multitask, as we all know. And doing his job is Junior, humble, a bit scrawny, and light in the A. Now, if he don't deserve a raise, how about at least a daily meal from Chick-fil-A?
Okay, Lynn.
Okay.
What just
Come on,
happened?
Liz, the Lyft driver.
Did she just do a poem?
She
Yeah,
did.
she just did a poem.
Oh.
Yeah.
Steve.
Thank you, Lynn.
We're not
Lynn,
going
the
to
Lyft
start
driver.
this here.
Hey, you heard Lynn?
Dear Linda, the Lyft driver, this message is for you. We don't want you calling here no more, trying to do the poems that you do. This show has 3 comedians, and all of us are doing well. And for you to come on here and try to suggest, we don't need nothing you trying to tell. So keep all your ragged ass poems to your damn self. Don't call here no more. There's other radio shows. Call somebody else. The end.
The end.
All right, moving on to,
Crazy.
remember we recently talked about the state of Missouri putting corporal punishment and padding back in schools. This is a caller about that.
Hi, this is Brittany. I am from Monroe, Louisiana. I was calling because I just want to say I check the box to get my kids, my kids' school permission to paddle them, because I feel that a lot of times some of these kids have a false impression of adults can't reprimand them, and so when the kids grow up, adult is going to reprimand them. And so I just feel like if they're causing at school enough trouble that they have to get paddled, then they deserve it. And that's my thoughts on that. Bye.
Yeah, that's cool. You want somebody hitting your baby, go ahead. It's too many racists at school for me now.
What do you mean, too many racists? What do you mean, see?
It's too many racists. It's too many teachers that's racist.
Oh, racist.
Yeah,
right,
racist.
Yeah.
See, it's too much integration in schools now. You know, when it was segregated, I'd probably go along with it. That's what I was. I was at a segregated school. But it's too much integration now. You're going to be pulling black kids up there, spanking them. People ain't finna handle that right. Dog, this is down a dark hole. It's the cart before the horse. You put the prayer back in the schools first. See how that work out before you allow corporal punishment in school. That don't make no damn sense. That don't make no damn sense. Ain't no prayer in schools, but you can beat my baby ass in school. Man, this shit.
Right.
This ignorant ass system y'all trying to create. Get out of here. Crazy.
My daddy loved the glory of whooping my ass. He'd never give it to nobody.
Yeah, that's
Wait, what, Junior? What?
Yeah, my daddy loved the glory of whooping my ass. And if he had an audience, it works best for him. He not letting nobody whoop my ass. That's my job.
I thought most parents didn't like
What?
spanking their kids. It hurt. My mom used to say it hurts me more than it hurts you.
That's a
And
lie.
I'd be like, how?
You said that's a lie, Junior.
Yeah, that's a lie. My dad had theme music when he whooped my ass. When I heard the song, I knew it was about to happen. Pump, pump. Pump, pump. About to get my ass beat. I know what that means.
If you hear any noise, it's me and the boys.
Me and the boy. All right. Coming up next, it is today's prank phone call with Junior in for the nephew right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, did I make it all up? We'll find out what that means in just a few. But right now, Junior is in for the nephew and today's prank phone call. Junior, what you got today?
You know, this the 9th day I've been in for the nephew.
Uh-huh.
I'm just counting, you know.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just 9 days straight. 9 days? Don't know what the nephew got going on, but I'm not going to keep sitting in here for the nephew.
Why not?
Because
he would do it
I'm
for you.
No, he ain't going to do it for me. You know what? I'm going to do my dates today. Not talking about his show on Ready to Love. Not doing that. I'll tell you what's ready. What's ready is Thursday, September 1st. I'm going to be in Huntsville, Alabama. That's ready. That's ready right now. Get your tickets, stand up live. Coming. You know what else? October 7th and 8th. I'm going to be in Virginia Beach. That's ready. You go get your tickets right now. Richmond, Virginia. That's ready.
To laugh.
All these things I got to do. Because he ain't here. I'm keep doing all his shows, promote his Ready to Love on. I'm not doing that, but watch it Friday.
You torn, you be hating, but you love them too. Which one?
Yeah, I'm hating at the same time.
That's
but I love him, so I'm going to promote his show too. Just remember, this Thursday, Huntsville, Alabama. Then October 7th and 8th, that's going to be in Virginia Beach. October 20th, we're going to be in Richmond. All of that's happening. All that's ready. Then watch Ready to Love on this Friday.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Junior.
Got it.
Thank you.
Tell y'all what's happening. Right, let's get to this prank.
Yeah.
Prank today is tailgaters. Tailgaters. Come on, Cat.
Hello? Man, I'll speak to T-Rock. Speaking. Who's this? Is this T-Rock? Yeah. Go ahead. What's up? Hey, man, let me ask you something. All last year, y'all was tailgating here in the parking lot at the apartments. Are y'all doing that again this year? Yeah, always. That's what we do. Hey, man. Hey, listen, man. I just moved here about a year ago. Let me tell you something. All that noise and y'all be making down there, man. Y'all need to go to y'all need to get y'all some money and buy some tickets and go to the game, man. Hold on, man. Hold on. First of all, I don't know who the you are. My thing is, hey, we do what we do out here, man. We all get together. Brothers go to work, man. At the end of the week, we want to get together and throw a little barbecue, whatever. That's what we do. Don't be calling with that dude. Oh, so man, who are you anyway? Y'all making too much noise in the complex. Who are you? I live here in apartments too, man. Y'all making too much. I tell you what you want to talk all that noise about what we doing out here, man. I tell you, bring your monkey down here and say it to my face. Who are you? Hey, man, don't worry about who I am. Man. The deal is, hold on a second, man. First, man, I'm trying to have a good day, and I'm going to hear some like this here. Come on, man. Who you supposed to be, man? I'm T-Rock down. I come down here. We do what we do. We all get together. We try to have a good time with it. And you want to come with this? You want to try to mess my day up? Man, you must be gone with that dude. Come on, man. No, man. You done y'all. All that noise, man, disturbing people while they in their apartment. Oh, man. But like I say, look here. I'm putting it down like this. At the end of the week, man, brothers get together, put our money together, man, and we get together and we try to have a good time. If you want to come down and join us, man, you more than welcome. I'm trying to tell you, more than welcome, bro. Come down and grab a plate, man. But, man, please don't try to mess my day up, though, Doc. Please don't, man. Please. Hey, man, I'm trying. Y'all messing my day up with all that damn noise, man. Come on, man, look. This is what we do. You want to join, you can join. If you ain't going to join, shut the hell up. Hey, man, let me do what you're going to do, but let us do what we do. This is what we do on the weekend. This is how we leave our stress. Brothers try to do something, get together, and have a good time. And you want to try to mess that up? Man, don't say, hey, man. All I'm saying is, man, if y'all tailgating, won't y'all carry y'all down to the stadium, man, and watch play? We can't go down there, man. We don't want to go down there. We want to get together where we all right. This is what we do, man. This is what we do. Ain't nobody ever complained not one time. Not one time. You the first person ever complained. We've been doing this for 3 years. It's the first time we ever had a complaint. You don't drag your mother down here and all. Why y'all don't buy y'all some tickets to the damn game, man? For what? Why don't y'all go to the game? Why the game got to be in my parking lot? Well, I'll tell you like this, man. We can't afford a ticket, man. So we just get together and we do what we can. We put our money together, we get together, and that's what we do. Again, like I said earlier, man, you more than welcome to come down. But you want to bring this old monkey down here? Go on, man. Go on with that, Doc. Go on with that, man. Hey, man, let me tell you this right here, man. If y'all fire up that pit on Sunday,
I'm coming down there and turning that over.
Don't turn what over? You gonna turn what over?
I'm turning y'all fire that pit up, and I promise you, I'm gonna turn that damn barbecue pit over.
And I promise you'll be standing at the top of the church. You will be staring at the top of the church. As soon as that meat hit the floor, you gonna hit the floor.
Hey man,
you gonna hit the floor.
Don't fire that pit up Sunday. You hear me? Do not fire that pit.
I tell you, it's gonna be. Matter of fact, I'm looking for the pit now. I'm looking for it now. It's gonna be out there. It's gonna be out there.
Okay.
Bring your monkey out there and fire it out.
I told you that you're disturbing people and you're disturbing me more than anything. You know, and y'all did it all last year. Y'all tailgated right here in the damn apartments, man. That's crazy.
You know what, dude? I would apologize to you, but let me say it like this here, man. You don't me out. I don't say you come down and get a plate. You come down and join us. You know, we just getting together, just trying to make it a family down here. Just what you want to bring to me, man. You don't me out there. I'm on that other level now. I'm on that other level.
Okay.
Believe that.
I was on the other level midway through the season last year with all that damn noise, man.
Man, oh my God. Man, look, let me tell you something. My meat hit the floor, or somebody come by here and disturb us what we do, it's gonna go down. I'm gonna tell you like that. We ain't trying to have no problem. We don't get down like that. We just try to have a good time. That's all we do. We've been doing this for 3 years. We got the kids out here playing. We got the big screen out for everybody to watch the game. You know, I extended some love out to you to come out and have a play with us. But you gonna talk about coming and knocking my meat over? As hard as I work, I promise you, if my meat touch the ground, you're gonna touch the ground. Come on, man, don't go there with that, man. Hey, don't do that.
Okay, look here, man. I'm telling you right now, dog. Soon as I smell that barbecue pit, soon as I smell them charcoal, I promise you, I'm turning that off. Y'all ain't doing this year, man. Y'all ain't doing it this year.
Hey, who are you, man? Who are you? Where you live, Doc? Where you live? Won't you present yourself to me, man? Won't you do that?
You know what, man? You can meet me at the leasing office.
Come on, I'm at the leasing. I will start walking right now to the leasing office right now, so I see who the hell I'm talking to. This is man. This is.
Okay, well, you need to see who gonna turn this pit over. Y'all ain't doing it this year, man.
I want to see that. I want to see that happen. Because soon as you touch my pit, before that meat hit the floor, you gonna hit the floor quicker than the meat will. I'm trying to have a good time. You know, black people trying to get together, man. Everybody coming drinking beer. Nobody saying nothing. But all of a sudden, here your monkey will come out this. Okay, I tell you what. Bring your to the leasing office, and I promise you.
I'm finna head. You need to bring somebody with you. That's what you need to do.
Okay, I tell you what I'm gonna bring with me. I got 2 people to bring with me. It's gonna be me, myself, and I.
And I bet you this here, you won't put no meat on that grill come Sunday.
Okay.
You won't put no meat on that grill.
Now you really me out. You gonna meet me at the leasing office? Is on. I'm gonna beat your.
Okay, but do you know who you playing with?
No, I don't. And I promise you, when I find you, you don't know who you playing with.
Let me tell you who I am.
Yeah, tell me who you are. Who are you?
I am Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy Bobby.
Oh, I'm a curious. Oh man, yeah.
Hey, T-Rock, your boy Bobby, y'all still get together, man.
Oh man, nephew, man. I'm sorry, man.
You was fired up, dog. You all right?
I'm sorry. It's hot out here anyway. We don't care. We can take it.
I hear you, man. Hey, y'all tailgating Sunday, man.
That's what we do. Everybody pitch in and we all get together, man. It's a family thing. Oh, my nephew, man, I'm sorry, man.
You good, man. You good. Let me ask you this. What's the baddest radio show in the land, man?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show, brother.
All right. Thank you, Junior. Thank you. Congratulations on your shows, too. Carl and I are going to come and see you. We really are. Coming up next, it is the Strawberry Letter. The subject is, did I make it all up? Did I make it all up? We'll find out what that's all about right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. All right, before we get to the Strawberry Letter for today, we got to remind the Steve Harvey Nation that there are about 71 days until the midterm elections on November 8th. If you need to register or check your voting status, please go to whenweallvote.org, whenweallvote.org. Now it's time for the Strawberry Letter. If you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now, and you never know, it could be yours.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Strawberry Letter with my good friend Shirley Strawberry.
Thank you, my good friend Junior. Subject, did I make it all up? Dear Stephen Shirley, my boyfriend and I are in our early 30s, and we've been together for 2 years. We've been on again, off again for the past year of our relationship because he gets upset over the smallest things. I assumed he was cheating on me when we'd argue and not speak to each other. On our last breakup, we were apart for a month, so I took it upon myself to be the bigger person and try to fix things with him. He had been living with his cousin in a townhouse about 5 miles from my house. I went by the house and they had moved. I called my boyfriend and his phone was no longer in service. I got mad all over again and I thought he'd taken the games too far this time. A few weeks passed and I really missed him, so I rode by his mother's house and I didn't see his car, so I kept going. I noticed that he had untagged himself in 2 group pictures I posted of us on my Instagram page. My profile is private because he doesn't want our love life on social media. He hates taking pictures and always dodges my phone whenever I'm taking selfies or when I try to take pictures with him. And now I know why. When he went missing, my intuition finally kicked in, and I found his ex's Facebook page. She lives in another city, and so does he, with her and their newborn son. They got married 2 years ago, according to Facebook. That's right around the time I met him. I ran to my mother for comfort, but she was no help. She said that he gave me signs all along that he's married, but I made up a fairy tale relationship in my head. But he said he loved me all the time and we had unprotected intercourse. He was mine and I was his. How could I possibly make it all up? What do I do now? Well, I mean, what do you do now? I mean, you move on with your life. And as hard as that sounds, that's what you have to do. 2 words. It's over. It is over. He's married with a newborn. There's nothing else to discuss. Don't be mad at him because, like your mom said, he gave you signs all along, but you were so disillusioned, so caught up, you made up a fairy tale relationship in your head. You ignored all the red flags. We talk about this all the time on this show. There are red flags. You cannot ignore them, but you did. They were there from the very beginning. You just made the choice to ignore them. You said finally your intuition kicked in, and you finally paid attention to and you got what he was saying. But your mom gave you what you needed in that moment. You needed tough love. So you got to stop calling him, stop riding by his mom's house, his old townhouse. You got to stop looking for him on Facebook and stuff. You got to let this stuff go. You got to let him go. You don't need to talk to him. You don't need to find out what happened. You don't need to get any closure. He already gave you that closure when he went back to his wife and with his child. So you need to block him. Anything other than that after what he did is just desperation on your part. And trust me, you'll get over this. You will. Many have, and you will too. Steve?
This letter is different. Did I make it all up? Well, what I chose to do with this letter, Shirley, was I decided to talk about what she didn't mention.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Because this letter is full of what she didn't mention. My boyfriend and I are in our early 30s, and we've been together for 2 years. We've been on and off again for the past year of our relationship. I've told women, how many times, Shirley, that men don't do...
Millions.
We don't do off.
No.
We own with somebody. If we off and on with you, it's cause we off with you because we own somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. It's like a schedule. Mm-hmm.
So you've been on again, off again for the past year in your relationship because he gets upset over the smallest things. That's just his out. You ain't cooking right. Well, he got to go home and eat. What you say that for? In the back of his mind, my wife don't talk like that. Mm-hmm. You just let me come and go as I please. I got to get home. My wife checking on me. You see what I'm saying? It's what she's not saying. I assumed that he was cheating on me when we'd argue and not speak to each other. You assumed he was cheating on you? Okay, cool. What you're not saying is you didn't assume he was cheating with you. On our last breakup, we were apart for a month. Yeah, he had to go get it together now. So I took it upon myself to be a bigger person and try to fix it with him. He had been living with his cousin in a townhouse about 5 miles from my house. I went by the house and they had moved. He ain't never lived there. He was using his cousin's house. Girl, you all wrong. When I come back, I'm just going to tell you the rest of it. Shirley already told you what you needed to do. I'm just going to help you with the facts.
All right, Steve. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, did I make it all up? We'll be back right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, did I make it all up? All in my head?
Yeah, your mother told you this, but you don't listen. Relationship she having with a boyfriend for 2 years has been on again, off again for the past year. I've told women we don't do off, we just do on. If we're off with you, that's because we're on somewhere else. Our last breakup, they broke up for a month, so she took it on herself to be a bigger person and try to fix things with him. He had been living with his cousin in a townhouse about 5 miles from my house. No, he wasn't. He was going over there for the hookup. That was the hookup pad at his cousin's house. He wasn't living there. So when you went by, they had moved. The cousin moved. He back at the house with his wife.
Yeah.
I called my boyfriend and his phone was no longer in service. He done had to get rid of evidence. I got mad all over again and thought he'd taken the games too far this time. So once again, 30-year-old boyfriend, y'all taking the games too far this time. So you was in a gamesmanship, not a relationship.
One more time.
You were in a gamesmanship, not a relationship.
They were playing.
A few weeks passed and I really missed him, so I rode by his mama's house and I didn't see his car, so I kept going. I noticed he had untagged himself in 2 group pictures I had posted of us on Instagram. Yeah. See, he done got rid of the phone. He had to untag. He got busted by his wife.
Okay.
My profile is private because he don't want our love life on social media. Because his wife will find out, girl.
Right.
He hates taking pictures and always dodges my phone whenever I'm taking selfies or when I try to take pictures with him. He can't be in no picture. He ain't even famous and he doing that.
Right.
And now I know why. Ding, the light bulb went off in Dummy's head. When he went missing, my intuition finally kicked in. What?
Finally.
It finally kicked in. No, it didn't, lady. It been kicking in.
Yeah.
You just ignored and tried to make something of it. You've been in an on-again, off-again relationship for the past year. He gets upset over the smallest things. Here's your other intuition. I assumed he was cheating on me when we'd argue and not speak to each other. All that was intuition. I called my boyfriend's phone and he was no longer in service. I got mad all over again. That was intuition. I thought he'd taken the games too far this time. That was intuition. Then he had untagged himself in 2 group pictures. I posted on my Instagram. That was intuition. Your profile is private because he doesn't want our love on social media. That was intuition. He takes pictures and dodges my phone whenever I'm taking selfies where I try to take pictures. That was intuition. Then she say, and now I know why. When he went missing, my intuition kicked in. Lady. And I found his ex's Facebook page. She lives in another city, and so does he, with her and their newborn son. They got married 2 years ago, according to Facebook. That's right around the time I met him. I ran to my mother for comfort, but she was no help. She said he gave me all the signs all along that he was married, but I made up a fairy tale relationship in my head. But he said he loved me all the time, and we had unprotected intercourse. He was mine and I was his. How could I possibly make it all up? You just did. You just read this letter to us and you said, he was mine and I was his. How could I possibly make this up? You tell us. Your intuition kicked in from the very beginning. You ignored it until later on in the life, before you went to his ex's Facebook page and found out he lived in another city with him and his newborn son. What do I do now? What? Shirley told you. What do you do now? You got to move on.
Yeah. You have nothing.
You got to move on. He's married. He got a family. He live out of town. You ain't got no phone number on him. You been untagged. You can't take no pictures with him. He don't want to take pictures with you. He's married. What do I do now? You move on. Mm-hmm. There's nothing else for you to do. I'm sorry. This is the way it works.
Stop riding by his mom's house, that's for sure.
Because mama don't give a damn.
Not at all.
Let me just help you. Your mama didn't care.
Right.
His mama could give less than her.
Right. She's interested in her new grandbaby.
Right. None of the mamas is fitting to care. Your own mama didn't care.
No.
She told you.
You made it up. It was in your head, a fantasy relationship.
So stop making up stuff without facts.
Fairy
so
tale.
What, you had unprotected intercourse. He had it with that other girl too.
And she got a baby.
Hello.
Brenda got a baby. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
pick your marbles up, go home, play somewhere else.
All right. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. Check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, Sports Talk with Junior, right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Time now for Junior and Sports Talk. Junior, what you got?
All right. Came to an end, Unc, man. Little League World Series. I don't know if you've been watching that, Unc, man.
Yeah, I've been watching as much as I can.
Man, Curacao lost, man, to Hawaii. Man, well, I was rooting for Curacao. Them little dudes had me happy, man. Them little boys could play.
Them boys were bad, but let me tell you, that Hawaii team.
That Hawaii team, man.
They ain't no joke.
They 13-3. They lost. Curacao lost to Hawaii 13-3, man. But you know, it's just good to see them little cats out there, man. From Curacao, they had a great tournament. This year. They was not playing. I'm talking about them little dudes could hit.
And Curacao is a very small place.
Yeah, man. They lost, man. Also, in other sports news, man, let's just shout out to Rory McIlroy, man. He becomes the first person to win the FedEx Cup title 3 times.
Wow.
And the paycheck that go with that is $18 million.
Yeah, I watched it.
Came back
I
man.
was pulling for Roy too. Yeah, I was. So.
Yeah, man.
And that's great because no one in our marketplace listens to golf. So I was shocked that you did a golf story. But thank you for me. But for the other millions of people, they could give less.
Yeah, they did.
They don't even know who Roy McIlroy is.
They don't know he's from Scotland.
Shirley, do you know who Roy McIlroy is?
No, I don't.
Carla, do you know? No. Thanks, Junior. I don't even know why. Like I tell you, I don't know why you brought this damn story up. In the FedEx Cup,
I just brought
FedEx
it up
Cup, they don't know.
They don't have no clue. But
no.
I brought it up because it was $18 million playing golf just to win.
They don't, Junior. Huh? They don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, would you swing a club for $18 million? That's what all I'm asking.
Okay.
I'm down here swinging it for free.
Right.
It's a great story, Junior.
Would you swing a golf club for $18 million? You ask the average person what they. I'm trying to figure out what they won't do for $18 million.
That's all I was just asking. $18 million. You got to swing it for free, but man, that's a pretty good paycheck. Also, man, we gotta
Absolutely.
say our prayers are with Brian Robinson, man. He's a running back for the Washington Commanders. He was shot multiple times in an attempted robbery. I mean, he's just a young guy. He's playing for the Washington Commanders, and all of the shooting none of it is life threatening. So we just want to send our prayers out to his family.
All of the shootings and none of us like.
No, it's not life threatening. I mean, he just was shot multiple times. That's all. Mm-hmm. So we are praying for his family.
His injuries aren't
His
life
injury
threatening.
is not life threatening. So we praying for his family, man. That's our sports talk right there today. 18 million swing that club, man. Get out here.
Right back.
All right. Thank you, Junior. Coming up at the top of the hour, Steve, a lie that you're going to be proud of. We found this. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, Steve, we found this letter recently. It was posted on Baller Alert. I think you'll be proud of this letter. I think you'll be proud of this lie. This man wrote this letter to his girlfriend. It's titled, "To Bae from Prison After Valentine's Day." Okay?
My man.
Dear Bae, sorry I missed Valentine's Day and for the no call and no show. I got locked up on my day. On my way to your house to surprise you. I used my only phone call to call my lawyer. I will see you Sunday when they release me. Can you pick me up at Newark Airport? That's where the police dropped me off at because one of them lived in Newark and was giving me a ride. If you see some pictures on Facebook, those are old pictures of me in Jamaica before we got together. I love you. You're Bae. You're boo.
My man.
Did that make you proud, Steve?
Hell yeah. Dog. I'm in prison.
Yeah.
But I get out Sunday.
Right.
Boy.
I've been locked up since Valentine's Day.
Boy.
On his way to her house.
I used the one call to call my lawyer, my dog. Can you pick me up at the Newark Airport, though? Policeman gonna give me a ride there. If you see any pictures of me on Facebook, that was last year. That ain't where I was. I like the effort. This slide not finna work.
But the effort is there, though.
The fact that you had the gumption to tell it.
Yeah.
Boy, come on, man.
I know.
Say what now? Tell me what happened to you, dog. Dog, on the way to her house, I got imprisoned. He ain't in jail. He in prison.
Steve, one of the comments was, that is the most creative lie I have ever seen. That's just one of the comments.
When you go to prison, you've been sentenced. Then you go to jail and await sentencing or wait a trial.
Right.
Yeah.
But you just went to prison, dog. So that right there is, he been in jail.
Suspect.
Just sell it for me one more time. Do it one more time for me.
Hey, so you know what, man? I was baby.
Baby. Not the sign, not the blowing.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
You remember when I was supposed to be seeing you on Valentine's Day?
Yes.
Girl.
I was waiting for you.
So I'm driving, and all of a sudden,
Right.
I went right look up in the mirror. And I
Sound
said,
effects.
what the hell is that? And it scared me so bad. I slammed on my brakes, right? And so the car ran up in the back to me. The police car ran up into the back of me. And it messed my head up. I hit my head a little bit. Because I ain't got no airbags because I disabled them because I don't, I was reading on 60 Minutes how they hurt a lot of people. So
really?
I went on a disabled, man. I hit my head on that steering wheel and kind of made me black out. And they got out the car and they thought I was drunk because I was woozy from hitting my head on the steering wheel because I disabled the bag. So they arrested me, and then they come to find out they had all these charges because I had these warrants, and next thing you know, they had one phone call. So they had a phone booked in there, and so I looked up my lawyer and I called him. And that was my only phone call. I couldn't call you because they kept my cell phone and your number in the cell phone. I ain't never memorized it. I just hit baby, most important person in my life, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And and then next thing you know, man, I was just locked up. I couldn't have your number, man. So I'm getting out Sunday. Can you be at the Newark airport?
Pick me up.
It's going to be some pictures you see on Facebook, but that's last year at the same time before I met you.
Jamaica.
All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up in 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, this story is crazy. It was a lie, a hoax, a prank gone bad. Did you guys see the viral picture of a man who went to McDonald's? I don't know how you missed this one. It appeared he had a case of monkeypox. It really did go viral. You guys saw that picture, right?
Right, yeah, we saw it.
Because it
Yeah,
really
the
looked
McDonald's
crazy.
puff in his hand
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
Okay.
Well, this guy went on social media to announce it was all a prank to promote his music. You got monkeypox? You went all out, dude. The guy's name is Dwayne. He admits that his marketing scheme didn't go too well, and people were really mad at him for going to McDonald's with monkeypox. He even posted the video of the whole process of someone painting the fake pox on him, and he even took some of the props off to prove it was all a prank. I just think, doing way too much, right? That was way too much.
That's when your music really, really sucks.
I can tell you right
must.
now.
Yeah.
None of us bought the album. Yeah,
that
none
boy
of us
album
bought
ain't worth a damn.
None of us bought it.
Man, I got to do something to get somebody to want to hear this. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell them I got monkeypox.
What?
That album ain't worth a damn.
Why would you do that?
His mama don't have his album.
Baby, this ain't good. You ought to redo this here.
Without the monkeypox, okay? Coming up in 33 minutes after the hour, we'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for Would You Rather. Would you rather have nude pics, your nude pics, be leaked to everyone at work, or would you rather those nude pictures be leaked to everyone at your family gathering, your family reunion or whatever? At work or family gathering?
Yeah, I'm going to let y'all see it at work.
Yeah.
Oh,
It'll be at work.
No, we...
Yeah.
That way you'll know.
What they gonna know, huh?
About all this here, wondering about how I made it. Yeah. Here I go!
Yeah.
Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom.
All right. Would you rather break out into laughter at a funeral, or would you rather break out into laughter at a wedding? Which one?
Funeral.
You bust out laughing at a funeral?
You should have seen these people here talking. Oh my God. Yeah. Cause my cousin, it was his funeral, but my cousin, his partner, his best friend said, I know he ain't here no more, but he in heaven right now, body rocking. Who says that at the funeral?
No, I've been at some funerals. I've been hollering.
Laughing?
Hollering. This lady went up to the casket and was standing there talking to the body, and then leaned down to lay her head on the chest, and the lid fell on her. You'd have seen her ass thinking she was finna go with him. You seen her big ass get him, but she damn near tore the lid off the other way. I was at that funeral hollering. She tore the satin out the top of the funeral. She snatched so hard. She tore the satin out the top of the funeral. The family was sitting over there mortified. I'm on the other side. I can't breathe.
Well, that would make you laugh. Yeah.
I was in there wheezing, hollering.
What was she doing, laying her head on his
she tried to lay her head on his chest like I'm going to miss you. Or the
Hey, but
lid
that
shut.
lid
You
fell.
just seen her big ass getting up out of there. And she snatched the lid open with her elbow and tore all the satin out the top. I was sitting over there on the side.
Woo, okay. All right, that's today's version of Would You
But
Rather.
your big ass won't be grieving that hard no more.
All right. Coming up in 49 minutes after the hour, it's our last break of the day. And of course, we'll have some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, our last break of the day before we get to Steve's closing on this Tuesday. This is Labor Day week, right?
Girl, yeah, countdown to
Yeah.
Labor Day weekend coming up.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is, man, this year, we say it all the time. This year is moving. Christmas is tomorrow. It
Don't
really
say
is.
it, Shirley. Don't say it.
It really is.
We got way
Wow.
too many holidays before that get here. So
I know.
What?
I
No,
try
we
not
have
to think
3.
like that.
Yeah. What?
We got 3
Thanksgiving?
It depends on who you are. You got Labor Day,
Yeah.
Halloween,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They made that a
Thanksgiving.
holiday. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then you got the season. You got holiday season. You got
Yeah.
Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Kwanzaa,
Yeah. Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. You
Yeah.
know, all those things.
And Christmas. Yep.
Alrighty.
You know, I was thinking one day. Have you ever wondered about? This is my closing remarks, so I'm just going through it. Have you ever wondered about why your life has so many stumbling blocks and pitfalls and troubles? You know, I was talking to myself the other day. Well, not really. I was really talking to God, and it was funny because I read something. I was just asking God about, why it was taking so long for something to happen. And then I got reflective of it, and I started thinking about, hey, man, what is it about my life that's been so troubling? Why so many troubles? And I've oftentimes, at the times, I wanted to ask God back then when it was happening to me, why am I going through this so long? I got it. I don't need this lesson no more. This living in this car, what? I got it. Come on, man. Let's make something happen. Why do these relationships be so disappointing? I got it. Make something happen. When I look back all on it, and you know what he told me? He sent this to me from a friend of mine. And the saying said, I asked God why he took me through so many troubled waters. And God's response was, because your enemies can't swim. And boy, let me tell you something. It was like I was really having a conversation with God about everything that had happened to me, and I just couldn't, and the why of it I was struggling with. And then a friend sent it to me. I'm talking about within minutes. And the slogan said, I kept asking God why he keep taking me through these troubled waters. And God's response was, because your enemies can't swim.
Amen.
He took me out in the deep. He took me out there where the waves was crashing. Oh, and even though I didn't want to be out there, he was with me the whole time. And while he was with me the whole time, my enemies couldn't get to me no more. I was out of reach. Because I was out there in the trouble zone, but I was tucked under the wings of my Heavenly Father. And that's why sometimes you have troubles. Because he puts you out there sometimes in a condition, in a set of circumstances where very few people can deal with, can relate. I often wonder why the weight on my shoulders is so heavy. And I have to come to terms, because I'm built for this. I have to understand why me, oh Lord? Why does it feel so crushing for me? I'm talking to those of you that are wondering this sometimes. Oh me, oh wonder why it's me, oh Lord? because you it. You the one that has the strength that he can demonstrate his power through. He's using you to show other people what he can do. Have you ever thought about that? Did you ever think, man, that he needed to show you on the ground so when he picked you up and had you walking again, there was people who saw that, who didn't think you'd ever get up again? Don't you understand that? There were people in your life who just knew you wasn't going to get up again, and God used you to show them, I'm God Almighty. I'm the powerful. I can do the unthinkable. I can make things happen when it seems happenless. That's that God, man. And so sometimes when you're going through it, understand something. It's because he chose you for it. That he put the test in front of you because he know you have the ability to pass it. And that right there, man, explains a lot of my life. That right there can explain a lot of your life. It's tag, you it. Because you were chosen for this life. You can do it. Why are you the only one in your family ever went to college? Why are you the only one in the family had this, went down this path of the road? I used to be tripping all the time. Lord, I'm tired of swinging this machete. He said, well, what, you want to go the way everybody else done went? Or you want to keep this machete in your hand and cut this path I got you on? Get to swinging and shut up. So I shut up and I'm swinging. Nice path. Appreciate you, Lord. Those are my closing remarks today. Hope you got something from it. If not, see you tomorrow. Hey, talk to God today, y'all. He'd love to hear from you. That's for real. Peace.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.